So, we gotta talk about it. This is one I sat on for a minute, deciding whether or not I wanted to respond. But this person had seen my TikTok on Pedro talking about getting an eye infection because he let people put their fingers in his eyes. And then the people around him immediately, as he told the story, trying to replicate it. And this person was like, why would they do that? Fair question. And of course, I can't specifically speak to why they did something like this, but we can talk about why would people do something like this? First analogy that comes to mind is when you tell a toddler not to touch something and then they try to touch it. In that sense, the person is boundary testing. But in this sense, he wasn't drawing a boundary necessarily. He was talking about something that he used to do. And honestly, my guess is either they were trying to connect with him and bring humor to a situation, because Pedro has a way of being very authentic and honest about things that typically make people uncomfortable. So they could have been trying to mitigate the situation by bringing humor to it, or truthfully, deep down, maybe even subconsciously, they felt challenged by that boundary and wanted to push it with him. But whatever the reason is, it's not okay. His story was lighthearted and humorous, but the circumstances weren't funny. I don't think they had any ill intent or were being malicious at all. Much of these behaviors tend to be subconscious, but I love that this person pointed out that that was these people's reaction to what he said, and that we should be talking about it because these things happen all the time, day in and day out. We allow for them, but really they're not okay and shouldn't be happening. And this TikTok isn't about how to handle that or respond necessarily. It's more about just awareness. So my suggestion is pay attention and become aware of when people challenge your boundaries or when people treat things like a joke. Awareness can change everything.